So, today we're picking up right where we left off. We're going to go into these ruins of the Ustengrav and see what's up with that. There's already some dead bandits out here, and I killed some sort of, Magic Ian type person, so obviously, I don't know, actually. There's no obvious. Why are you not glowing? Maybe it only glows while the moon is out. It's enchanted, so even if it's like, oh, and it's also out. Maybe I have to like add a, yeah, because it's out of power. I need to add more things to it. How many do I actually have? Do I actually have any soul gems with souls on them? I have 2 petties. I'm not going to worry about it. Yeah, look at all these dead guys. It's no good. I remember this place. This is actually pretty challenging location. The bandits, thankfully, are fighting these casters, which helps. But then they turn them into, like, their, things or whatever. That guy's got an icicle in his neck. It's never good. Yeah, this place is actually pretty tough. I remember having issues here in the past with it, being pretty challenging. I just picked up a pickaxe and another one. Damn it. I'm not really paying, I just loot all. I'm not really paying attention to what I actually pick up, and it's like, oh, good, pickaxe. Perfect. Oh, another petty soul gem. Nice. Ooh, calm. Creatures and people up to level 9 will not fight you. All right. It doesn't say cleared. Usually when you finish a place, it says cleared, but I don't see anything else. And I'm over cucumbered. I need to drop these pickaxes. That is a lot of carry weight that nobody needs. Yeah, am I crazy? I don't see anywhere to go. I gotta say though, I'm a little bit worried about doing the DLC before I have before I have my house established. Like, I was expecting to at least clear out the outside of the mine, but then like the mine becomes yours. And I don't want to go in there with no carry weight. So I think we're going to have to go to this other house. Only because this is DLC. And that's, like, because, like, I have my rule about, like, investigating. Actually, let me switch to this. I have my rule about investigating basically every place that I see. But that's a DLC location, and I've never done it before, so I'm a little bit concerned about what happens when you go there. And I'm worried that it kind of messes things up. Like, I don't know. I just want to make sure that, like, I'm established here first. So, here's our build location. If anyone's, if you've never screwed around with this before, it's actually a lot of fun. So, let's see here. So, we've got... It does give you a book, The Beginner's Guide to Homesteading. I don't need to read this, but, when you go to do it, like, it'll be important. Oh! And then they give you all the, basically, they give you all the beginning materials that you need to build, like, what would be considered a full house, like the little house. So you go down here to building materials. We're going to have to build a bunch of this stuff, but I have tons of iron, so I'm going to make more than I need right now. How many I can only make 1 lock, though. I really need corundium. That's going to really hold us back, like, in a major way. But you can see that I'm getting, like, again, this is for the mod. It doesn't normally work this way, but I'm getting smithing experience by building these pieces. I'll also get smithing experiences by building the house itself. Super useful. Super useful. All right, so we select the small house layout. So we could just, start off with the small house and then, like, yay, mission accomplished. But because I should have enough to completely build this, like, right out the gate. There you go. So the house is done. So let's turn around and look at that. Zoom back in. Ta-da! So we have this little house. But what happens is we can then build a larger house. And this just becomes the entranceway for the larger house. So I typically don't bother to even, like, turn this into a house. Because you can put a bed in it and, all the normal things you would put in a house. But, like, I'm going to turn that into an entranceway. So I'm not even going to worry about it. But what I can worry about is some of this outside stuff that's, like, actually really helpful. There's the armor workbench. Obviously, that's super helpful. The garden is actually insanely helpful, by the way. Like, I'll explain a lot of this as time goes, but crazy helpful. So that's nice. And that's basically it, because we need to get more saw logs if we want to do anything else to the outside, which is not hard to do, and we can actually go back to Morthal to do that. But, Let me un-overcue, because now I have a chest. And this, I mean, this isn't in the house. I would prefer to, you know, chest in the house. But, I can just drop a bunch of crap really quick. Basically, I'm going to drop everything that has to do with building the house. So, glass, the goat horns. So now, see, look, all I did was drop my housing material, and I have a ton of carry weight. So here's our house. Anything that you do need, though, other than the logs, you should be able to get here. Here's a spot of clay that you can mine. And then over here, that discolored-looking piece of stone, that's how you get the quarried stone. I don't know why our smith ends up way back here, or the forge, I should say. It's pretty far away. How much money do I have? 44.58. Do I do this one, or do I wait until I'm going to wait until we're in the house. Okay, so... yeah, we have our own smelt now. Eventually, you pretty much have everything that you need in your house that you need, so that you don't have to travel to a town to, you know, do whatever it is that you needed to do. I think one of these people that's randomly out in the water is the guy that I need to talk to. There we go. Okay, I'm not trying to go sailing. Oh, god damn it. Yeah, sometimes better NPCs bugs out, like, because the people, like, travel around more, and then they end up doing something like this.
Doing some building, eh? I'll have them hauled over right away.
Like, I'm trying to do business with this guy, but I'm, like, cruising down a river. So, the big question here is, after we build the main hall, you can actually build 3 different things per wing. So you have 3 wings, and each of those wings, there's 3 different things you can build for each wing. Unfortunately, like, I wish we could... oh, yeah, I probably should get all my materials here. Bink. Yeah, I wish there was more... I wish there was a way to add more than just, like, one per... because, like, some of them are really cool, and, like, I want more than one of them. And it's kind of unfortunate. Alright, so we go back to the drafting table. Or we could misclick. We could do that, too. We're going to do main hall. Yes. Good. And I'm going to turn all of this crap into locks. I'm going to make 10 freaking locks. Just believe it or not, that's not going to be enough. But it'll get us started. Alright. So, and I didn't really show you how this process worked before. I just kind of, like, clicked through it really fast. But, yeah, essentially... oh, Jesus Christ, I need a lot of quarried stone. Essentially, we're just, you know, as you build things, like, it opens up more things to build. Like, the first thing we had to build was a door. You can see it has the roped off area where it's going to go. Because now that door is there, that used to just be a wall, because this is going to turn into an entranceway. So then we have to build the foundation, then the walls, and the second story, da-da-da. Like, it just adds together. So I need to literally, like, just... a lot of the times, I'll AFK for, like, 5 minutes. Because then I end up getting, like, a couple hundred quarried stone, so I have all that I need. And look, I mean, this actually increases your smithing. Sort of OP, because you could literally... unlike normal mining, where you mine, you know, 3 things, and then you leave, like, this you could literally do forever. I could, like, you know, cook dinner and come back 2 hours later after hanging out with my family and still be doing this, theoretically. So this would have been our house. Like, this is it. Like, minus those doors. Like, this is the whole size of it. So you can just live in this little thing if you want. But then once it turns into your thing, like, you can see how big this gets right away. So you have this huge, expansive thing. The back here, which is kind of like a kitchen area. The cellar, which I just kind of walked by really quick. And then up here. And then this is, like, where the bedrooms go and stuff like that. So then, like, if you have additional buildings, like, depending on what they are, like, they'll have doors here, here, and then back there in the middle. But, we don't have to add them right away. I think I'm going to work on decorating first and just kind of go through it room at a time. So let's start with this, because this is the entranceway, right? So you can literally just start clicking through this stuff if you want. So, like, you can click on it to see, like, obviously you have all the different things. So we're going to go with containers. So in containers, there's a barrel and a dresser, right? And that's the whole thing. So there you go. There's your barrels, and there's your dresser. And then you can see, like, it adds stuff. Like, there's a book. There's some goblets. Like, they, you know, kind of dress it up. Not just, like, throw it in there. Sometimes, like, look, the barrel has stuff in it. It's got dragon tongue randomly. So, I mean, like, it's kind of cool. Like, it's, you know, they're not just, like, a bunch of empty barrels either. Like, they threw some sacks in there and whatever. Like, so it ends up filling up pretty quick and looking pretty nice. So I'm just going to go ahead and... Wait, did that say bed? No. Okay. I was like, what the hell? But yeah, so there you go. Low table. These display cases are actually pretty nice. I like showing off. You know, I kind of feel like if this was my house in real life... Oh, it said bench, not bed. That when someone first walked into my home... They would, you know, there would be display cases, like some really fancy, you know, rare stuff in there. And they'd be like, oh, wow, this guy's got it together. And then these weapon racks, which, you know, I can display stuff there as well. If I had the iron fittings, which I don't. So, okay, so let's see what else I can or can't build. I need iron fittings. Do the corner shelf, wall shelf. The scones. This is why we need the goat horns. And then this, which is like, this is where we need to start saving, like, animal furs and stuff like that. So that we can put... the animals like up on the like the mounted heads and stuff. It's pretty cool. So there's the corner thing that we built. There's the little end tables. Here's the wall things. Looks nice. So I just need some iron fittings to put finish hanging up the lights. And then that whole room is done except for the fact that we need a bunch of animal stuff, which is honestly like the hardest part to do. Like, truth be told, like, that part takes 4 flipping ever. So now we can do the same thing in here. So I'm just going to spam this and build everything that's possible to build. You can already see, like, we're starting to not be able to hinge. Okay, I need to make a hinges. I just made some hinges, too. Jesus. There's an armor mannequin, which is pretty cool. We can already make the chandelier. That's nice. We can... Oh, look at that. We can make a mounted mud crab. All right. And then these are super helpful. Alchemy table, enchanter's table. That's why I don't even understand why they have wings for that. Like, I can put that in the main house. So, look, this place was totally empty. The big reveal. Ba-na-na-na-na. And it's like, there's still some more to put in here, obviously, especially a lot of those mounted heads. Again, we even put the chest in here, which consumes a lock. And normally I don't necessarily rush those, but like I said, I'm just trying to fill these places in as best as I can. So, it's not bad. The armor mannequin sits there. Pretty good. The enchanting table eventually goes there. And then the alchemy one goes over here. So I need more hinges. Oh! I can put up mounted... I didn't even know I had large antlers on me. That's nice. There we go. Cool. Oh, at least I can put something in here. There you go. But yeah, if we're out of solid logs, like, we're pretty much done. There's not much we're going to be able to do without solid logs. And then, like I said, this is the bedroom. So if you... That's why, like... I don't really feel like you need the bedroom actual thing. I mean, again, you can't have kids if you don't add the actual bedroom wing, but... Ooh, chandelier. Don't mind if I do. But, it's on the other side. Good, actually. I wanted it on the other side. This is where my bed goes, so good. But yeah, so we're gonna need more solid logs. I have enough money, technically. Could just go buy some more. I told you it wasn't going to be easy, though. But we can do all this. I'm going to make sure... Now I'm not going to click through it really rapidly because I didn't want to build a safe. Because it takes another lock, and I need to save the rest of my locks for doors for the time being. So no more chests or safes or any of that nonsense. I need more iron fittings. Are you kidding me? Ah, but now we have the blacksmith anvil in the house. That is a huge, huge plus. Not having to go outside every time we need to get more crap for building our house. Like I said, this is like, we're spamming levels by building a house. Like, it's kind of ridiculous. And that's why I was so over-cucumbered and so heavy for so long. Because I was holding on to, like, all this, you know, like, iron and whatnot. Just because... of how much leveling we can actually do once it's all said and done. So now the cellar, which, by the way, occasionally gets skeevers, as you would imagine. But it can be a problem. Can I... Well, I can build the shrine base. Nice. Talk about that. See, you can actually make a shrine for every kind of shrine in the game. So you can get all the blessings you want right in. So when I said before that, like, you can literally do anything you want in this game, like, that you would normally travel to a city to do right here, So, and I meant that. Basically, everything except for, like, selling stuff, you know, you can do it. It's pretty baller. One thing I really like about the basement, and again, I'm skipping things like the chests and stuff for now, but these safes are awesome. The safes in the basement are really good for organization. I'll show you those, you know, when they eventually exist. It's just, I don't have that ability right now. Okay, so I need nails. And quarried stone. Why would I need quarried stone for an armor mannequin? Doesn't really seem to make any damn sense, to be honest with you. Okay, so I need nails and quarried stone. It's super dark down here. Until you start getting more of the lighting added. It helps to put some of the shelving and stuff up, because they'll have some stuff on them, but... yeah, it's just super dark. But the one nice thing about getting skeevers randomly in your basement once in a while is I just use it for, like, harvesting petty souls. It's just like, oh, there's a bunch of skeevers in my basement. Petty soul time. Yeah, so it was not necessarily intentional, by the way. I didn't think this was going to be the house episode. It just kind of turned into the house episode. But I'm glad it did. I'm having a lot of fun finally setting up a house. Because like I said, we really needed that to happen. So this sack right here, I'm going to take this food stuff out of it. This is normally where I keep my ingredients, because the alchemy table gets put right here. So I'm going to quickly empty that out, because that's going to get rid of a lot of weight. You know, like... this kind of stuff isn't heavy, but it adds up, you know? You have so much of it, and I've had nowhere to put it. I mean, I could make, you know, I could make some potions, but I don't have a lot of potion recipes yet, so I haven't really been screwing much with it. So I've just been storing it all, and I mean, like, I wasn't even paying attention, but I think we shed like 70 or 80 pounds by getting rid of all that crap, so very helpful. What do I want to do? Oh, yeah, let's go back to the basement first and finish some of that stuff. And then I think we need to start making decisions on the types of add-ons we want, but that may be another episode. May have to do, like, a follow-up episode with even more house construction and whatnot. Yeah, so I'm out of stuff I can do in here. Got the forge, though. And see, like now that we have shelves, like, there's a lot more lighting in here. The forge obviously adds a lot of light, so we can see what we're doing at least. I like how the smoke kind of, like, sits there like that. Obviously, there would be smoke, and I have a freaking forge in my cellar. But I think it looks nice. It's a cool addition. And then you can put another smelting thing right here in the corner. So, again, inside and out. Oh, yeah, and then how much money do I have? Not enough. Okay, so we spent a lot of money. So eventually I'm going to make this workbench like my upgraded workbench, but that costs $2,500. Don't have that yet. All right, so they won't be furnished yet. So the house is like, I mean, like, it's like 90% furnished, like right out of the gate. Like, we did a really good job. Most of what we need at this point is just like, you know, mounted animal heads and stuff like that. So I think we can go ahead and start putting up the wings and stuff like that. Which I'm looking forward to doing, and then probably take a break from the house because we won't be able to furnish them for a while. And I'm going to want to, like, start going back to just doing questing and stuff again. So, next episode, I'm probably going to start things off by adding some of the wings and stuff, basically until I run out of materials. I'll store the rest of my crap here at the house so I can finally get my weight down the way it should. Then we're going to go to the mine, which we can also own. Want to do that pretty much as soon as possible, because as soon as we own the mine, it's supposed to generate septums for us, which sounds really exciting. So I'm really looking forward to just getting tons of money like that. I don't know how much we get from it, but it's exciting to even think that we're just going to get passive income in Skyrim. Sounds super helpful, so we're going to go get some of that accomplished. So thank you all for watching today's, what ended up being the house episode. A lot of fun. There's our house. I think it looks very good. So, thank you all again. I appreciate the view and support as always. And I will see all of you in the next episode. Laters!